Hello, this is the second part of lookup functions for HR. So in our last class we have discussed what VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, match and index does. So now I want to do some practical work here so that you understand. So just to introduce VLOOKUP, okay, VLOOKUP gives you the following arguments. The first question for you is the lookup value, which is your lookup value. So if you want, for example, salary for one of your employee, and employee only gave you the employee ID, let's say it is CBPS 0003, how can you get the salary for this employee? If your data headers are in column, you are going to use VLOOKUP. So your lookup value is the value that you have. It is CBPS 003 will be your lookup value. Remember, if the salary is towards the right, you will be okay. If this salary could have been on the side of the left here, you cannot use VLOOKUP but some other functions. Okay, so the first thing that you get is lookup value. Let's say it is the employee ID, which you have. The second thing is that you should have table array. Table array is where your data is. Table array should contain your lookup value and the value you are looking for. Your table array, let's say from here to here, right? It should be having employee ID, and the value you are looking for is the salary, and it should also have the salary. That will be your table array. The next thing that you should have, which is a must, is column index number. Let's see what column index number means. If you have your table array from here to here, this is your first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column. So the column index number for salary should be the fifth. So you should have 5. Okay, and then lastly you have range lookup. For range lookup, are you looking for exact value or approximate match? Exact match or approximate match. So here, since we have this employee, we should be using exact matches. Okay, so let's do and get the salary of CBPS 003 of the employee who just visited our office. So let's say equals VLOOKUP. Okay, VLOOKUP, lookup for value in the leftmost column of the table, so it should be in the left, then returns the value of the same row of the column you specify. By default, it must be sorted in ascending order, so there is no need to sort your values when you use VLOOKUP. Okay, let's say tab lookup value. We have said this is the employee who visited our office and want to pay the salary, so I have to look for this number, comma, table array. This is our table. My employee should be inside this table. Remember, you have to lock this table array so that as maybe you need to copy down your formula, your table remains. So you click F4 for locking, comma, column index number. So this is my table array. When you select your table array, here your column index number should be 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5th. So your column index number should be 5, comma, it will ask you now for range lookup, do you want approximate match or exact match? I want exact match. I tab and say enter. The salary for CBPS 003 is 43,980 8. So let's see if that is the true. CBPS here, the salary is 43,988, as you can see from here. That is how you use the VLOOKUP. Something happened coincidentally. You can have this here. The CBPS should, it is not a must that it is the same as this row, so it can be here or some other places. Okay, and the next thing, I want us to do approximate match. Maybe if you don't have, sorry for that, if you don't have the exact match, you can use approximate match. What approximate match does is that, let's say we want the salary for CBPS 008. So we don't have this employee. You see, CBPS 007, 009. So in such cases is when the Excel tells you you should sort your data. So for such instances, you have to maybe sort in terms of salary from smallest to largest or largest to smallest, so that when you do approximate match, you are not going to affected by what by the changes in your cells. Okay, so let's say equals, we don't have CBPS 008, but VLOOKUP will return a value for you. VLOOKUP, lookup value is this, comma, my table array. This is my table array, and we say F4, comma, column index, I want salary, so it will be my 5th column, comma. Now I want approximate match, because I know that this employee doesn't exist. I tab. Okay, when I say enter, I get 53,674. 53,674, and what did it give us? So CBPS 8 is not there, but it gave us the result for the 7. You see, 53,674. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this second part, and in our next class we are going to discuss HLOOKUP. Thank you and enjoy learning.